welcome back to episode 8 of American Union State, and I am Rex, and this is the Variety Show.
Ready to move.
We are getting our divisions ready for an invasion of Canada and Mexico. Though Mexico does have a lot of divisions, so it's 36 o'clock. We get faster research. All of Petrograd, the great Soviet city built by Peter the Great, was captured today. Soviet defenders initially held back the Russian army. Terrible. Yeah, the Soviets have lost. At least Russia's doing fairly well. They'll eventually be able to get back at the transmit. Anytime. Every mannequin. Maybe we should go down. Span the Minutemen. Oh, we got something. Guess we get look, has capitulated. We shall crush these arrows. Accusations of crypto-socialism. The public's understanding of share of wealth and every man a king is pretty largely on the strong slogan. While many think America today is long persist, former Democrats can say our program is crypto-socialism. Their contention is slowly damaging our reputation within the nation. How should we respond? It is better than socialism. crush these terrorists. Destroy the... I go down. Education for the masses before we go down. The 1940 presidential election. In this year's election, the United States and the President Huey Long is well in the lead in national polls and almost certain to be re-elected. Congratulations, Huey Long. Superman versus the claim. Up in the sky, is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Superman saving America from the terror of the Klan and the Klan of the Fiery Cross. This latest series of brainchild, Siegel and Schuster partner with anti-Klan advocate Stetson Kennedy's tale successfully embarrassed the legal organization further after Pelly's downfall to the point of desertion. Kids love it. Governor Long fires on protesters. Governor Earl Long has dodged accusations, corruption, and mismanagement of money. As the brother of President Huey Long, Earl has been immune from prosecution, usually handled delicately by the press. Earl's administration is in charge to distribute veteran benefits and basic income to the people of Louisiana, with an assumption that all I'm back. A group of concerned citizens, including hundreds of veterans from northern Louisiana, gathered in Baton Rouge, claimed that Earl Long has withheld their income and benefits. Governor Earl tried to speak to the crowd, claiming that funds have yet to arrive from the capital and to disperse that until that day. The protesters, many of whom were black veterans, began chanting for Earl's resignation. While accounts differ about what happened next, anywhere from 20 to 50 people lie dead among the protesters. Now lies to President Huey to pick up the pieces. Governor Earl is appealing to his brother to help him with damage control. The press are not quite a fever. Attend the funerals of the protesters. Unfortunately, yeah, I think it's the right thing to do. It's something Huey would have done. President announced the terminations and a troublesome development. First, homestead allowance of 1/3 the average wealth, a guaranteed annual income of $2,000 and old age pensions paid to be distributed to loyal America until since the time of the proper income tax changes are made. These benefits are coming out of the national treasury. Education for the masses. That's all right, we shall crush these terrorists. Black No More. The imagination and political opinions of Americans are opaque when Black No More, written by author George Sherlock, appeared on bookshelves. The book is science fiction about scientists invent a time machine where it can turn a black man white. This invents a machine that can turn a black man white. The invention turns society upside down and challenges ideas and race. The one-drop principle. The book continues with the revolution that all characters, both white and black, are mixed race, and the entire principle of racial supremacy collapses. While there were concerns that the book would be censored due to veiled attacks against both white supremacists and black leaders, it appears Huey Long enjoys the book, as long as it doesn't offend me. Japan declared war on the Fagin government. It's gonna be tough for the Fagins. Gosh. Fire bases. Russian empires taking back what it owns. Shall crush these terrorists. Iran declared war on Azerbaijan. For the masses. Roadmap for the future. I go down election monitor, just get that accessibility. I go for a police crackdown. Peace in Bulgaria. Leasing some land and Bulgaria lost some. Bulgaria joined the Rights Pact. Korean took 3 states, Russia and 1 state. So we're probably going to end this series in 1950. She said this. Election monitoring, imperial presidency. Empire succeeds Georgia was annexed. Russian Empire was a long dynasty. While it's taken many years for the Long family to return to the public limelight, the sons of Huey Long are more worldly because it is a time of uncertainty and where anybody could be an assassin. Should it be Huey's family occupy the vital positions in the president's cabinet? It is a stretch of confidence. President is a stretch in confidence for all but the most determined Longs accept the family into the high post of government. That's going too far. Resource efficiency. I think we're probably going to go with that's going too far. Long, he's not going to have a dynasty. Well, he's a dynastic man. It's hard to say the government losing a Huey Long exactly stands for. Some would say that his share our wealth program is clearly syndicalism and new clothing, while others point his undemocratic nepotistic style of rule. But he's not, you know. He's in control now. We can use capitulate. Well, that's British Honduras, but presidency. I would go focus on fire concentration. Might want to go down more artillery or motorized. Benevolent Zard. Empire of Japan. Collapse of the Japanese Empire. Sound reversal from the Japanese Empire's defeat today announced to the mainland nearby imperial colonies with its military strength shattered. I mean, I don't see it. I mean, it's still pretty strong. But I guess if that's what they want to do, they can do that. Adoption of M1 helmet. Ever since the Walt Creek proved helmets were vital to protect the infantry from flying fragments of exploded ordnance, the American Army utilized the British Mark 1 helmet designed by John L. Brodie, which gave its current nickname. While adopted, the U.S. never saw a need to mass produce it and instead continued to buy the model from the British in cheap. During the Depression in 1920, with these helmets were effective at the time. Our experience in the Civil War has proven that even the Brodie is no longer suitable for modern combat, and such a research team was created under Major Harold G. Simmons to look for alternatives. The research team concluded that by removing the Brodie's brim, adding side pieces to the earpiece, and by incorporating a suspension system underlying the helmet could provide protection, the Brodie could never afford the original test. There was a TLC ruled in favorable design from Infantry Board in recent weeks, with approval from the War Department of some interim mass production despite a rapidly growing army. The Agrarian Revolt. Mahatma Gandhi's advocate for resistance. The Civil War. Declared war on the commune. Americans won Greek referendum. Because they won't be bringing back the king. Oh gosh, we have a D1, we have. So go down. Hellenic Socialist Republic declared war on Greece. The Kuming National Government declared war on the Federation government. I don't see them winning, though. Huh? Yeah, I don't see them winning. Focus on fire concentration. Take the fight abroad. Oh yeah. Kaiser Wilhelm II is dead. Wilhelm II, German Emperor, died of a pulmonary embolism, is home today, one of the last marks of the 19th century. Wilhelm II tried his best to continue the legacy of European greatness in the world leadership era. He initiated the world policy in Germany, which bore fruit after Weltkrieg. As Germany became one of the foremost powers of the world, he was the last in a war of stable leader in unstable times. With his death, Kronprinz Frederick Wilhelm ascended to the throne as Wilhelm III. More of a modernized extremist than his father's succession marks change in German politics and diplomacy. How German partners and rivals will react is yet uncertain, but it is for sure that with Wilhelm II's death, the long-waiting 19th century is finally complete, the end of an era. Jack, who's in now?
Ready, sir.
Hyderabad declared war on the Pt8 commune. Geez, I have another. We can go, I guess down, we can go down to Air Doctrine. And take the fight abroad. With our victory at home, we now prepare to take the fight to whatever shoulder we have to take, whatever mountain we have to cross, and whatever foe we need to face. Military research. Use the Joint Army phonic alphabet. This will give us Eagle in communications. An edge in communications. led to the restoration of my voting rights. To remove the purpose of military research. Bonus bill. Spare them. While the Civil War over and enemies at our mercy, the army is finally begun the trials against the Federalist generals, while some have fled into exile. Generals who were caught are now waiting the verdict in the military tribunal. However, despite what the public believes, it's not easy to carry trials it was originally intended. But trial generals don't have a particular record of unnecessary violence, and even those who still claim they are followers. Among the most controversial so far as Dwight Eisenhower. Both Patton and Fox Connor appealed to his innocence. There's no dying America at dark and house. He and many others followed him ended up being on the wrong side of history of their own volition. While some of the captured generals have sworn to even quit if forgiven, there are other men who have pledged to defend America if they are forgiven. So as long as we commit to defending the ideas of America stands for, but in the end the final decision rests with the jury. Spare them.
Yes, sir.
Get rid of these not the best generals, and they even gained some decent generals.
Orders. Orders. Listen up. Ready, sir.
Okay, research. Modernize our tanks.
Ready. Orders. Orders. Ready.
Claire. Research. Proud Pacific generals, spare them. And this is probably where we're going to have to end today's episode, but thank you for watching.